Hello everybody, long time no see. I honestly actually cannot tell you the last time that I recorded a YouTube video, let alone one that is showing my face. But here I am, and I'm gonna try not to overthink it, and we're just gonna do a fun video. Fun for me, I like watching these, but I wanna show you all what I brought to my commuter, my little one-day crop that I went to yesterday, and whether or not I used it, and if I would pack it again. I have a packing list that I think I found just in one of the random groups, and I've kind of added to it and adjusted and taken things away as needed for the day crops that I go to. I stay very local within my community. Like most of the crops that I go to are about 5 minutes from my house. This is the furthest away that I went, and it was about 30 to 45 minutes from my house, and that is a big deal for me, just because I still have littles. I like being home, but yeah, I'm excited for the days that I can do those longer travels. But I think before I jump into what I packed for, sorry, I heard my dog walking down the steps and it scared me for a second. So first I want to show you all the bag that I took to my crop yesterday. This is the first time I've ever taken this bag. Typically I take like a it's more like a laptop bag that I have utilized in the past, but it has been super rainy here lately. So this is not a scrapbook tote, but I'm gonna pick you all up and show you. This is a Simply Southern, it's not gonna focus on it, but it's a Simply Southern, kind of like a knockoff of the Hulkin bags. But yeah, so let's just unzip this and see what all I have in my bag, and we'll go from there. Okay, so the first thing that I reached in and grabbed was this. This is a Totally Tiffany easy easy to organize, I think is the name of it, but it comes with a little clip here. You open it up, it's got all these compartments in it, and you set it on your desk. It's literally perfect for a crop. I did use this, I loved it. I highly recommend this. I will go ahead and put this in my bag to leave it for my next crop. The next thing, my all-in-one cutter. Yes, I used it, highly recommend it. I think everybody needs one. The next thing I'm grabbing out is I brought 4 different scrapbook collections with me. I think 4. Yes, I brought 4 different collections with me. The first one that I brought is the Simple Stories Hard Eyes collection. So Simple Stories Hard Eyes collection. I did use this, which I was shocked. It's the first time I've ever opened it, so I was a little nervous about it. But I used it and I loved it. The next collection will come as no surprise to anyone if you follow me over on Instagram, but it is the Simple Stories Noteworthy collection. Love it. I literally use this nonstop. The next collection that I brought, again, another favorite, was the Simple Stories True Colors kit. I actually did not use this, which is a shocker. I will 100% pack it again because along with Noteworthy, it's just my favorite, like all-in-one, easy, use for anything collection. And then lastly, I brought the Simple Stories Celebrate kit that I had put together. I did use this. I was scrapbooking for the month of February, and my daughter's birthday and her party was in February, so I used this collection to do a couple pocket pages for that. I'm on the tail end of that collection, so I'm really excited. My 1-year-old will be 2 in July, and I think I can probably kill this kit with his birthday party. So let's see what else we have in here. We have, oh, okay, so these were the freebies. So the people that hosted this were, one of them was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so she gave us these little freebies, and the other one was a Creative Memories demonstrator, and we got these freebies, which I always appreciate. I think that's so sweet of them. And then, oh, of course, I brought the scrapbook album that I'm working on, and just a little quick show you how I do it. Well, I guess this is, whoop, I'm turning you. You guys are on a tripod. on my desk chair. So this setup behind me is my desk that is in a like really wide, long closet area. But this is how I do my scrapbooking. I do a mixture of 12 by 12 layouts and pocket pages. So there's just the pocket pages. But what I wanted to show you that I do is I print out all my photos in batches as often as I can. I try to print them out, worst case scenario, at the end of the month. And then I go ahead and I put my pictures in pockets, whether, you know, I want it to be a layout or I want it to be a pocket page. I put them in the pockets. That way I can still scrap whatever I feel like scrapping, but I'm also scrapping in chronological order. So I always take my album with me just because that is how I scrap. Let's see. Oh, next I have this little baggie of goodies that I slid into my, I keep wanting to call it a Hulkin bag, so I'm probably going to keep doing that. Let's see. Obvious, ATG, love it, will always use it. I had this little strip of glitter tape. It's not washi tape, but kind of, you know, similar vibe. And my goal was to use this all up. I did use it on, I think, 2 different layouts, but I obviously have still not used it up. Let's see, I brought my Nuvo glue. This is the big one. This is my favorite glue, and I love it. I just pulled that out of this little wire basket thing. This actually goes with the, I don't know if y'all remember, Crate Paper did like a wire hanging rack with all the baskets. I just took that with me in order to hold, I guess what I'll show you all next, but I traveled like this. Scissors, obviously, yes. I brought my Heidi Swap mini stapler and then just a regular hole punch. We'll definitely bring those, and I did use them. I feel like I forgot about that part of the video, telling you what I used and what I didn't. But then next I brought this little pencil pouch full of my newest favorite thing that I've been using, which are these, they're called Sharpie creative markers. I don't know if you can see those or if it'll focus in on that. I have my video in like cinematic mode, so it doesn't want to focus. So these are the Sharpie creative markers, and they're basically like, in my opinion, they're paint pens. That's how they operate for me. But I loved them. I used them on like every spread. So those will be going on my desk moving forward so I can continue to use them. Sorry, I should have pinned my hair back. Just regular pen. My favorite is the Sharpie S Gel pen. This is a 1.0 size. I think my favorite is the 0.7, depending on what I'm doing. And then my, I don't know, these are Hero Arts tweezers and my scrapbook.com gold pen. I used all of these. Oh, I did not use my stapler. I usually do use it, so I don't know why I didn't at the crop, but I did not use that. Let's see, going off of the punches. So this is something that I got back into. I actually subscribed to Adele's Inky Quill's Patreon recently. I got back into that, and she reminded me of how much I love tiny stars. So I punched out a ton of tiny hearts and stars to take to the crop with me, and I used them on every layout. Big fan of that again, so I'll be going back to that. Let's see what else I have in here. I have my media gloss sprays. I have pink, turquoise, white, and then my, what is left of my gold Heidi Shine. I did not use the Heidi Shine or the white or turquoise spray, but I did use my pink. Those are the ones that I always travel with. I don't pack all of them with me. Those are just my basics. I feel like those are always the ones that I'm going to use the most. I picked out 6 Distress Oxide stamping pads to go with me. Again, basic colors that matched the collections that I did. So lots of pinks, blues, and then I did get the orange to go with the Hard Eyes collection. And I did use all of these, which I guess that can bring me to my next situation with my stamp block. Yes, obviously I used my stamp block since I used the stamping pads, but then I took some basic stamps with me. I took these skinny labels. This one from, actually I think they're all from Elle Studio. Well, this one's not. This is Simple Stories. also from the Hard Eyes collection. So I just took 3 basic stamps with me, and I did use them. I made it a point to use my stamps. Oh yeah, and I also brought this, the Springtime Tabs stamp from Elle Studio, and I did use that as well. So I was very proud of myself for using my stamps. I brought the flip flaps. I just happened to have the ones from Close to My Heart, but I think they all pretty much operate the same. I will say that these from Close to My Heart, I know they, you know, they closed down or whatever, but I don't know Stampin' Up's quality since they absorbed their company. But the Close to My Heart ones, the clear part almost leaves like it's not really clear, like it's clear but it leaves like texture to it, and I do find that that bothers me, and I don't think the is it Simple Stories that makes the flip flops too? They did not do that, or at least I didn't notice it. So that is a pet peeve of mine with these Close to My Heart ones, and I did not use those for the crop. And the other thing I grabbed were just some random labels and stickers from Elle Studio. I did use these, the Elle Studio sticker packs like these, the sticker labels. Even though I have tons and tons of label stamps, these are a staple for me, and I love them. I took, okay, so when Pink Fresh Studio announced that they were going to discontinue their scrapbooking products, I was on the fence on whether or not I wanted to like hoard all of the Pink Fresh stuff, and I used my better judgment and I did not, but I did buy 2 of these simply for the sprinkly bits. On the off chance that Paige Evans or Pink Fresh Studio comes across this video, please, for the love of God, give us all of these. Like, I need these in every color with every collection. I love them, but I did not use them this time for my crop. I brought my 2 most recent sequins mixes that I've purchased just because I had them out on my desk and I love the colors. These are from Sparkle and Shake on Instagram, and this is the color Craftaholic, which I think last I checked she still has 1 Craftaholic, and then the other one is the Snow and Cocoa, and I brought that just because I was working on Wintry Layout. I absolutely love these sequins mixes, but I did not use them at the crop. Let's see, that goes with that. I brought my scrapbook.com like stamp scrubber chamois. I did use this, but I did not use it for stamping. I actually used it to set, I had a Coke like in a cup that was going to be, what is it called when the rain comes off of it, when the water comes off your cup. I set my cup on this to absorb the water so I wouldn't get it like out over any of the paper, and it actually did a great job. Highly recommend that. And then let's see, I brought tons of enamel dots. I always use enamel dots. My favorite enamel dots are the ones from Altenew. They have them in so many different color schemes, and I mean, I just absolutely adore them. So I did use them. Highly recommend the Altenew ones. You get so many for the price. It's like maybe $7 or $8, and you get like 4 or 5 times more than you get with other brands. And then the last thing that I have in my little bag that I packed outside of the boring basics that are not scrapbooking related is washi tape. I grabbed a couple coordinating washi tapes that went with the collections that I have, and I did a pretty good job of using these. I think I used them on most pages. So yeah, that is what I brought with me to the crop. Ooh, there is one that I just looked over and I reminded myself. So I've been looking, now that I've been going to these local crops, I've been looking for a bag to take with me. I know they make scrapbook totes that are fairly inexpensive. I say that like, you know, $70, $80-ish. But the one I really had my eye on was the We Are Memory Keepers teal one. I just think it's so nice and I love the way it looked. But I wasn't willing to spend the $150 on it for, you know, I attend crops right now twice a year, and it just wasn't worth the expense for me. But I've been stalking Facebook Marketplace, and I happened to find this one, and I am so excited. I found, it's a different color, but this pink and I don't know, like a beigey color We Are Memory Keepers bag. It is in perfect condition, but I found it today for $40, and I sent my husband out in the rain to go pick it up. So I'm excited to pack this up with the things that I'm going to be just leaving in the tote, which, like I said, this totally Tiffany thing will go down inside here, and I will leave it there for next time. But yeah, so thank you all for joining me. For anybody who's stuck with me this, whole time after years of not uploading videos. And hopefully I'm going to get back into filming more process videos because I really do enjoy doing that. And I've noticed that more and more people are getting away from YouTube as far as like creators and things like that, which makes me sad because I absolutely love watching YouTube. So I figured, instead of being sad that creators are leaving, then, maybe I can contribute more to the craft community and upload my own videos. So next, my plan is to film a video showing you all what I actually made at the crop. So yeah, look forward to seeing you all soon, and thanks for watching. Bye.